Yes, everyone, I'm Dalu. Today we're going to be talking about things you may have missed in the EA Sports FC 24 current review. And of course, as you know, I'm active on Twitch, I would say. So yeah, please feel free to act there. The link will be in the description, of course. And if you do like the video, please do feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, etc. And yeah, if you dislike the video, then yeah, it's same thing. But yeah, so as I said, we're going to be talking about things you may have missed. So these things are, kind of hidden. They didn't big them up, dive in pitch notes, or they're just kind of under the radar features. First thing I'm going to be talking about is, you begin with 7 real tactic philosophies. It's solid. It's development on their tactics, and these can be selected in tactics. I'll probably just add the ones you can see, because I don't like to do these, not generic, but game pressing. They're good tactics, but it's not for me. I like to put my own spin on things. I'll probably even do custom. as opposed to standard. I'll probably start off with standard and then amend the custom, or just start off with custom. We'll see. But yeah, we can start with tactical philosophies, and then there's tactical vision scouting, which, if those that know me, you know how much I love GTN, or how underrated and underutilized it is, and how bad it is. They've revamped it in inverted commas. It's not a revamp. They still don't have the attributes, meanings, descriptions. What does certain things mean? What's world class? What is that? Is that 90? Is it 85? There needs to be definitions. What stipulates tall? I think I've worked out it means 6'2" in the game, but come on. What's playmaker? What do these attributes mean? They need to give us definitions to make it clear. I think that's part of the reason why it hasn't been good. It's been here for 10 years now. It's 2013, 14 is when they introduced it. We're now going to FC24. Still don't know. But it's a revamp of something. At least they're acknowledging it's something in the game. Next thing is coaches and their dimensions. So coaches have 2 dimensions: tactical knowledge and player development. So fine. This is obviously coaching staff, which is, yes, finally after what was lost in the game FIFA 10. So yep. 14 years later it's back. And I think it first came in FIFA 6 or 7, so yeah, it's been some time, but yeah, it's finally back. And tactical knowledge has levels, yes. And fair enough, these levels can be upgraded via XP, playing matches. And the 3 levels are novice, accomplished, and expert. But at least it's starts off, you buy a coach, and they start off at a certain level, and you can upgrade. So tactical knowledge, of course, is to do with tactics. It does look complex, if I'm being quite honest, which is, I don't know, it looks quite complicated. Fair enough, and it does look like it could potentially be quite overpowered, especially if you somehow get many of your coaches to expert. I don't know what is going to go on there. Don't know if you're going to get some sick boost on your players. I hope it's not too overpowered, because it doesn't work like in real life. You don't get some sick boost in real life over having sick coaches. Like, your players will play well and they'll grow nicely, but they're not going to get a plus 10 boost, for example. I don't know how it's going to work, but let's just hope it's not too overpowered and not too complex. One thing I am happy about, which I'm definitely going to use, because I like making these things hard as possible for myself without doing the most. Custom tactical vision, it tames it. It makes it harder. So you get penalized. It's not the same. You don't get certain boosts if you do custom, which is that amplifies even more why I'm going to do custom. Come on, Then the next thing is player development, which again I'm happy about. Player development is a second dimension, and this is quantified by stars. So the first one's by levels, is by stars, and it's out 5 stars. I'm freaking happy because this is what I wanted. I didn't want it to be like software upgrades back in the day where you start off at level 1 and you upgrade to level 10 or 1 star up to 10 stars. It doesn't work like that in real life. As I said, I made a video about this. You don't start off with 1 star coach and upgrade into 10 stars or 5 stars. It doesn't work like that. So fair enough, coaches can get a bit better, but they're not going to go from a rubbish coach to a sick coach, or not loads. Maybe a 1 off or 2 off, but not freaking your whole coaching stuff. Come on. So now I'm happy it's quantified by stars, and the better coaches, high stars, cost more. And another thing I'm happy about is no coach. Well, actually, I don't know if I'm happy about this. It's an interesting one. So as you can see, it says no coaches essentially means if you don't have coaches, slower growth than before. If you have coaches, fast growth than before. Now, I am worried about this fast growth than before, because you guys already know how overpowered dynamic potential and growth already is in the game. And seeing as you can't even decrease your rating for extended poor form, which I think they need to bring back. So in FIFA 11, if you had extended poor form, you would go down in overall rating. I think they should bring this back. Seeing as I don't think this is going to be an FC24, this could potentially be overpowered, because if you've got loads of sick coaches, I don't know. We'll have to see on this one. We'll have to see. But at least no coaches means slower growth than before. But most people are going to have coaches. Even the smaller clubs have coaches. So we'll have to see on this one. Another thing that I'm happy about is club and manager rating will impact the number of coaches available, which is realistic. The bigger clubs will have loads of slots available for coaches, which is realistic because they can afford it, can have a massive team. And the smaller clubs won't have as many coaches available, which is nice. Smaller clubs aren't going to have 10, 15 coaches for, this, and that. It's not really. I do like this edition. They haven't really mentioned it like that, so it's an underrated one. And, two things just to mention I'm happy and unhappy about. So the thing I'm happy about is its salary. So you pay them weekly, which is nice. It's realistic. Coaches in real life, they paid salary, wages, whatever you want to call it. Not upgrade. You buy one and then you up cost to upgrade. It doesn't work like that. So I'm happy they've introduced it as weekly salary. So that's off, which is very nice. One thing I'm not happy about, where's the medical team? It's one of the main things that need to come. Obviously, the coaches, the main one that needs to come is goalkeeper coach, because that's kind of the main one you have in real life. In real life, you have a goalkeeper coach, and then you have like coaches, outfield players, Where's the medical team? That is one of the key things when it comes to staff in real life. Medical staff, medical team, whatever you want to call it. Where is this? This needs to come back. I'm not happy this isn't in the game. Hopefully for FC25, but I'm disappointed in that, but it is what it is. Next thing, may have missed additional improvements, some small ones. So there are going to be some more clothes, hoodies, etc. All these things. Fair enough. It's not too big of a deal for me, but it is nice, And then sponsor on shirts. A lot of people have missed this, but there will be sponsors on shirts, which is, a lot of people are going to be gassed about this. Obviously, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be sponsors as in how it was back in the day, where you could actually sign up with a contract with a sponsor and, they'd give you targets, etc. But, it's working towards that. At least you can have sponsors now. We'll have to see. Another thing that a lot of people are interested to see is are they going to be real or generic sponsors? I don't mind generic. I kind of, do I prefer generic? I don't know, but I don't mind it. Either or, it's fine, absolutely fine for me. So that's going to be interesting there. And another one that a lot of people miss, but for me, this one gets me happy, is it looks like it's going to be harder to sign youth. So this means, I think, generated players and free agents, because if you guys know me, I'm a merchant of this, I bang on about how overpowered these two types of players are. All the same thing, basically, but, generated players and free agents and regens, whatever you want to call it. So look, as it says, Man City, likes of Man City, Real Madrid will give you the AI has been recoded to make it a lot harder to sign these players, or they'll be tougher. You get a lot more competition, which I think is sick. So hopefully it means no more going to free agents and buying, the centre forward regens at Silver 95. Hopefully those will get snapped up by the likes of the big clubs and other good regens, generated players, etc. That's going to get me gas, because it's going to make it a lot harder. And you guys know how already easy it is and how much I bang on about it should be harder. So hopefully that's a big thing. And my top 3 things that I think should come: stat tracking, free agent sections overpowered, and youth scouting overpowered. So I don't know if youth scouting is going to be addressed, but youth players hopefully will be addressed, and free agents hopefully should be addressed somewhat. As I'm sure the Ballon d'Or, trophies, Manager of the Year, that one's sick. That wasn't really big up, but Manager of the Year will be there. So freaking finally, played season, was there. So I'm happy, because I remember I made a video about this recently. So I'm happy because honours and porters was not been a thing since back in the day, where at the end of the season you get the picture, young player season, where is it? Please bring it back soon. But at least it will not just be Ballon d'Or, because as good as Ballon d'Or is, it needs to be more. Manager of the Year, because you are a manager. It's a monumental honour. And then player of the season. It's nice. Hopefully they expand it in the future. Team of the year needs to come, but and then on the player side, it's not, players not for me like that, but you can be a free agent. I know a lot of people are going to be happy, because people have been banging on about contracts for years. So yes, you could be a free agent. Yes, I think that's going to be interesting. Just no club, just advanced exhibiting, doing whatnot with the off-field activities. And then the focus cam will be on all platforms. Just confirm it will be on all platforms. I don't know if it's going to be the exact same version, but yes, it will be on all platforms. And then this one, I don't care about. People love this one, but no, I'll give scoops about this. You can have tattoos, face guards, goggles. Yeah, so I can understand why people would love it. It's not for me, but it is nice for people that like that kind of stuff. But yeah, that should be it. So that is it for, the Seek features or under, not bigged up features that will be in EA Sports FC 24 career mode. And yes, the beta should be coming. Hopefully, it's expected to come next week. So yes, you'll expect content on that. Obviously, just expect content on that. What I can, what we can do, expect content. And yes, that should be it. But of course, if you did like the video, please do feel free to go ahead and like, subscribe, share, comment. As I said, I'm active on Twitch, link in the description. But yeah, that should be it, and I'll be back soon. So yep, thank you so much everybody for watching. Nonetheless, I'm Daily, and thank you.